Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GreatMillStone that rule well. And blessings to the whole for the elect, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick words of exhortation for you Arkim out there, man. Pretty much, man, we're at war, man. We're at war with our families. We're at war in our jobs. We're at war in the mind. First Timothy 1:18. This charge I commit thee unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou mightest war a good warfare. Alright, so look, man, you gotta understand that this thing ain't no joke, man. When you look up that word warfare, it says an expedition or a campaign or military service, man. When you got them soldiers on the battlefield, like, you watch, like, scenes from World War I and World War II or shit, like, you see them in the trenches. They can't be worried about things that they're attached to in the world, man, because if they do, then they're a liability, man, to the men that they're serving or they're on that expedition with, right? They're a liability. They could become a liability to the men that are fighting alongside them, man. All right, we're all one body. So if one's going through it and one's walking around with a woe is me spirit, that's basically contagious, man. And other brothers can pick up on that vibration, and you don't want to be doing that, man. You want to gird up your loins like a man. All right, the scripture says that, look, man, you were supposed to count the cost before you came into this truth, man. All right. Basically, do you have what it takes? Do you think you have what it takes to war this warfare? Go the distance? 2 Timothy 2:3. Therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. No man that warreth, okay, there's that word war again, entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Look, man, we were chosen, man. The scripture says in John 15:16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. And this is a great place to be in, man, really, when you think about it. Having the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we've been given, man, it ain't no light work. So you gotta understand that there's responsibility that comes with that, man. It's a heavy price to pay. The scripture says much is given, much is required. So no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, man. Let me get a precept, man. 26 and 39. Right, now this account is basically when Yahweh Shai, he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, and he had to go through. I mean, the scripture says we have not resisted unto blood, man. Just think about the things that Yahweh Shai went through for us, man. Alright, he was so pressed in the spirit in the Garden of Gethsemane, which means oil press. He was the anointed one that was pressed in the spirit. And basically he prayed to the Father, and this is what he said, man. Listen to this, man. It said, Matthew 26 and 39. And he went a little farther and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Alright, so even Yahweh Shai, man, he had his moment of weakness, man. And the cup represented all the hell that he had to catch, all the affliction. Because basically, man, he bore the sins of the nation of Israel, man, and he took it on his own like a true soldier, man. And that is an example of war and a good warfare right there, man. Hey, man, the scripture says that the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. You gotta be marking you gotta mark the perfect man. You gotta mark Yahweh Shai. You gotta look at the things that he did and look at the things that he said. He led by example, man. And so we gotta look at that and think, look, man, there's much more. All this stuff that's going on in your lives right now, man. This ain't nothing compared to what's coming around the corner, man. The scripture says a man's foe shall be they of his own household, man. So you got to understand that no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, whether it be your job, your woman, your children. You can't be all caught up into that, man, because really that will get you destroyed out here, man. We are at war. You know, so you got to have that warlike expedition on your mind. You got to have that missionary mentality on your mind. You know. And not only that, spiritual wickedness in high places, Ephesians 6 and 10. You got to put on the whole armor, man. When you go to war, you got to strap on that armor, man. You might catch an arrow, man. You know, so many projectiles flying at you on the battlefield. You got, don't you want to go out there with the most how can I say this? The best defense, with the best defense possible, man. You got to go out there with the whole armor, man. You can't just come out to battle and just not be ready for it, man. You know. Scripture says, Sirach 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, and set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble, man. Alright, yeah, man, Yahweh Shai had his weak moment, but you know what, man? He didn't make haste in time of trouble, man. He stood there and he girded up his loins, man. And you know what? At the end of that verse, he said, not nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. And that is a mentality of a true soldier, man. Alright, don't do it, you know, don't look, man, if this cup can't pass from me, man, it's not my will, Father, man. It's your will, you know. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. And that's the example of a true soldier right there, man. You know. I'm going to close out on this last scripture right here. I don't want to make this too long. I just, you know, something that's on my mind, you know. Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So this thing ain't going to be no easy ride, man. The scripture says through much tribulation. It didn't say a little bit of tribulation. It didn't even just say tribulation point blank. It said through much, man. It emphasized much. Alright, so if you think you're just going to slide into the kingdom, man, without catching hell, man, you're sadly mistaken, man. Sirach said in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, hey, make not haste in time of trouble, man. Set your heart aright. You know? It's just words of encouragement, man. You know, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. This is just a vent. It's something for you brothers to think about, man. No matter what comes your way, man. Think about Yahweh Shai, man. Think about what he did, what he gave up, man. You know? With that, man, Lord willing, you are king will edify, man. I'm going to say shalom, man.